What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Elevator Life.
Guys, welcome back. Hope you're having a good week. Hope you're getting some stuff done.
I just returned from a multi-city, about 4-day trip all over central China and over to Fujian province. And on that trip,
I'm sure all of you guys know where that is, by the way.
Fujian province, actually I'm not even going to explain it. Anyways,
he really doesn't even know where it is.
Above Guangdong province, and below Shanghai.
You usually know where
Zhejiang province is.
Oh.
My Chinese geography is pretty on point. But anyways, back to the topic. What I wanted to say was this latest trip really inspired this next post, which we're going to talk about, which is people exploiting and capitalizing on opportunities in developing markets.
Definitely. We, as you guys know, we work in the wine industry, and there was an article about this company has come into the market. This research firm came in and they tried to find out all they could about the Chinese wine market from the consumers, trying to judge and track where it's going to go in the next 20 years, what wines will be popular. Really what's going on, and what they found was there's 5 huge difficulties to doing that. And a lot of the things had to do with the market is very messy. There's not a lot of information available, meaning you're not always usually you're not paying the price that represents the accurate value of the goods. Okay? And that's what we wanted to talk about today. The business here in China, a lot of it is people really taking advantage of the markets, taking advantage of the information gaps, and making a lot of money doing it, but not really building long-term businesses. And so we wanted to spend a little bit of time about talking about taking advantage of people versus building real businesses.
Yeah, definitely. As you just mentioned, we see tons of companies, mainly Chinese companies, domestic people, local people from the developing market just exploiting and taking advantage of making boatloads of cash in a relatively short amount of time with a business, and then just recycling it into a new business. Mm-hmm. And as you know, we're big fans of building the value, making a long-term sustainability type business where it's something you can count on for years and years, is kind of the more Western idea mentality to doing business. And in this kind of country, just overall messy market.
I like that word, messy. It's a messy market.
Yeah, it's just a messy place to do business, and because that happens, it's easy for people to just exploit the heck out of some of these markets that you can get into business in over here.
We do want to make honest. We talk a lot about that in a developing country, developing market like this. This is very commonplace. Mm-hmm. You go back 100 years ago in the States. People were taken advantage of all the time. Look at Russia after the Cold War when it flipped. Wow, talk about people taking advantage of the system. Let's talk about wine for a second. In our new website, we're really trying to locate certain brands that have made a name for themselves here. I'm not talking about like Lafite and the famous brands from Bordeaux, because those are obviously doing very well here just because of the popularity. Yeah. It's just like how Kobe is famous here.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's not the market. And so it's really hard to find a brand that's doing well, because really there isn't a brand name, say like Yellowtail, that's doing really well around here that people know. Okay? And so there's 2 ways that people are doing it. Expensive wine, because it's expensive, they don't want to pay the taxes on it, so a lot of it's brought in illegally.
Yeah.
Okay?
Definitely.
So expensive wines aren't even being taxed.
Yeah.
Normal wines are being quoted at a really, really low level and then sold as premium wines. And so people are getting confused because some of the expensive bottles, the companies are making a lot of money on, but I would say it's just really hard to pinpoint what a wine should be. The customer should be paying for. Like in the States, a lot of what you purchase, you based on, this is $12, it's probably a good wine.
Yeah, my margin should be, if you want to sell it.
Here, it could be $150 and still a terrible wine. You just have no idea. And that is really commonplace in business all across China right now.
Yeah, I love the wine example. When we go to wine shows, you'll see wine for 20 RMB. That's $3 a bottle with a 50% tax on top of it. So, they produced it and bought it for maybe $1. They sell €1 bottle bottles of wine. And then you'll see other ones that are taste the same, and there's a 400, 500% markup. Again, messy. Just what's going on, no one really knows. And that will even out over time, which is great, and great for people like us who are hoping to build a steady, reliable market with reasonable price points. But right now, it's everywhere. You know?
Yeah, and so something we really wanted to talk about is what this means is these markets, just like in the States, okay, they will calm down. This won't last forever. More information will become available, and steady brands will come out of the smoke. They'll come out of the woodwork.
Yeah.
The people that laid the foundation of honest business, of doing business, for the customer, those brands are going to be there to last. And so that's kind of the approach that we've taken here in the wine industry is, yeah, we might not be selling the volumes or having the huge markups that we do right now. We'll be in some places, in some dinners where you need to charge more for your wines, because even if they're really good wines, people don't think they're good wines because the price point isn't really, really high.
Yeah.
Okay? And so we want to be there and lay the groundwork and help push the market into providing more information so people can come to expect what quality should they be paying for, what price, what they should be expecting to pay for good quality wine. And if we're the ones there pushing that frontier, pushing that real good business culture on them, we'll be there to stay.
Yeah, there will be a brand they look to when they know what they want from their wine, the quality and the price they're going to pay. That's the best compliment we get with all of our clients at every dinner, all the hotels. Our portfolio, again, not the largest, but they look at it and we give them one, entry level, medium, high range, and they say, yeah, these all represent what they should. And that's foreigners, Chinese people, wine sommeliers, everybody. So that's a really good compliment and makes us really happy to see, cool, this market understands that this is a real business and we're building value, and that's why we've just been growing so quickly.
Yep. And so I think to really wrap it up, when it comes to a developing market, and it comes to making money, two different ways. You can go to the exploiting way, draw a lot of money real fast, or you can go and look to build a long-term business, build faith with the consumers, and hopefully over the long run, you're the one that lasts.
Yeah, really, I know we will last for a very long time with what we've built already. And it's just exciting to see building true value. And although you do see a lot of people come in and, not joking, boatloads of cash in a year to 2 years, we're looking for that 10-year plus plan.
It's super interesting. The market changes every single day, and you got to be ready for it. It's like any business.
Yeah, and there's just an article, like you said, all over the world this is happening, or happened, or is happening, or will happen. Right now, Myanmar, there's just an article on it, the place to be right now for opportunity, because they just opened their doors. So there's going to be a lot going on in that country. As we said in a few posts.
Might see us there.
Yeah, I want to get adventurous. That might be the next stop.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Cheers, everyone.